It is fast, light, awesome screen. The full package. My only complaint is it is sluggish if I am working on documents on Google Drive that are synced locally and Google Drive is on. Opening a PDF takes 3 to 8 seconds. Working on one is frustrating because of what feels like a huge latency. This is not the case on my 2018 MacBook Pro, so there is something going on in the background. Working on non-Google Drive docs is a breeze. I like this laptop more than I expected, as a replacement for my 2012 MacBook Air. This laptop is much more powerful, light, sleek, and the keyboard is great. I was hesitant to move away from the 2012 Mac Air keyboard, but so far it has been great. My only gripe is that, when closed, the lid is slightly not lining up with the base. It is off very slightly, like 5 mm or so, but it is noticeable if I run my finger down the edge. It is a small negative, but for the price of this product, and the expectation that you are getting a premium product, it is a disappointment. I would give the product a 4.5 because of this, but I can only choose 4 or 5. Switched over from a Surface Pro to a MacBook for home and work use and I'm really satisfied. Wonderful condition and design. Definitely worth the price. I purchased this base model MacBook Air M2 for attending online courses through a university. I've been mainly a Windows PC user for a while now. My last MacBook was an old 12-inch MacBook Pro G4. Remember those Mini-Me, Yao Ming commercials? After being able to use this laptop for a couple of months, I've decided that given the current state of technology within my home, my future personal computers will most likely be all Apple. As long as I continue to use iPhones, Apple TVs and Apple accessories, such as AirPods. The current form of the macOS allows easy use of printers, scanners and any other computer peripheral you may need. With all that said, I will say that you should consider this base model for the following reasons. You currently have an Apple ecosystem. You need a lightweight, small form factor laptop for basic computing needs. You primarily run cloud-based platforms that don't require local storage. You'd like to work, unplugged, for many hours without having to charge the laptop. You enjoy a bright monitor and a pretty decent keyboard to type on. At the same time, I would not recommend this model if you need the following. You'll be running large programs that require a lot of local storage. You require a machine that will process, render high-resolution media. The lack of a fan will cause the MacBook to thermal throttle, lowering your performance. For a little more, you're better off going with the base model MacBook Pro. Gaming. Thermal throttle will lower frame rates. A few honorable mentions. Despite the lack of larger, more visible speakers, the sound is decent for this category of laptop. The low power requirements make this an easy travel laptop, not requiring that you bring a huge brick to keep this thing going. The redesigned look is a lot nicer than the previous generation. I am glad the wedge design is gone. Finally, regarding value. Considering where we are in tech today, I feel that for the money, we should no longer have base models with only 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of SSD space. At the very least, I really hope that Apple would consider making their base models start at 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB of SSD storage without increasing the price. At the very least, if they keep the 256 GB of SSD, give the option to keep an SD card on board without having to attach an external drive every time you want expanded storage. I had Windows before and now I have a Mac. This is a great purchase. The laptop made a big impression on me. The delivery. I was supposed to sign for it upon delivery and I never did. It was dropped off on my front doorstep. She caught me doing something with my hands full and wet, and I assume she had to be going to her next delivery to stay on schedule. Click link in description for more reviews.